Hello guys, this is Keith. Hey, I just want to say welcome and thanks for tuning in. And I just want to say thank you for all the people that subscribe and watched the first video I did about cleaning up your criminal record. Now, I have to make this statement. Now, I'm not an attorney. I am a paralegal by trade, but I'm not an attorney, and I'm not hiring myself out as an attorney. Now, the reason why I'm speaking on expungements and wobblers is because I've actually have experience with them. I've actually done one for myself. Because 30 years ago, I got caught up in something that I had to change my life for. And then I've actually helped friends of mine do it because I had learned how easy it was for me to do. And I said, this is crazy. And I've been able to, it's afforded me the benefits of now I can own a gun. I'm a gun owner. I got passports. When I went for jobs and different things like that, I was always accepted because I didn't have that felony. I was able to rent apartments because I didn't have that felony. That felony will haunt you your whole life. And because of overwhelming responses, I had to do another one really quick. Now, first thing I want to ask or say, I need you guys to subscribe to this channel. I mean, right now, while you're looking at it, subscribe to this channel because there's more information that I can actually give and will give, and you'll be the first to know. So as soon as I have a video or something, you guys will get first dibs at everything on it. And I'm going to try to tell you as much as I can to show you that you can do this. And when I say this stuff is easy, I mean, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. The system got everybody believing this thing is so far-fetched, and I got an expungement. I need an attorney to do it. It's so costly that I can't afford to do it. I'm talking about anybody with a junior high school education. You don't need no particular education. You just got to know what 1 + 1 is and how to write your name and read something and interpret it. That's simple. And it's just a matter of filling out a couple forms. And I'm talking about a couple forms. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show this real quick. This form here is called a petition to expunge. I know it's hard to see, but this is the form you would fill out in the state of Virginia, accompanied with a couple other pieces of paper with this. You would file this, give them the filing fee, whatever the filing fee is. It may be $100, whatever. You give them that and you file it with the courts and you wait. And it's done. What you do is you call the clerk, clerk for the Superior Court in your particular state, the clerk's office, and call and ask them and tell them you want their form department, and tell them you want a form, a petition to expunge form, whatever state you live in. Now, they may verb it a little different, but the bottom line is an expungement form. And you just ask the court for it. And a lot of these forms are $1.50. That's all they cost. You have the court send you these forms, you fill them out. It's as simple as putting the court name that the criminal case was involved in, street address, your name, address, when the crime was committed, and you attach your case forms, a copy of your ID, a letter from a family member, clergy member, a pastor of a church, just somebody that'll vouch for how you've changed your life. They could be friends, family, it doesn't matter. But just somebody that'll vouch for you. A copy of your ID, the filing, the money order or check, whatever, to file these forms, and you take them to the court and you file them and you wait. It may take 2 months, it may take 6 months. But then it's all you have to do. There's nothing else, no more than that. The big thing is, when you do these forms, and I think I talked about this last time, once you do these forms and you file it with the court and they come back and they notify you about your expungement, Most of the time, if you've done everything correctly, they'll grant it. Then you have to follow up with the court and make sure the court has notified the Justice Department in that state, and make sure that they've notified the Justice Department in Washington, D.C. So make sure that this order makes it up the line to make sure that the FBI and the Justice Department in Washington gets a copy of this order. They won't accept one from you. It has to come from the Justice Department in your state. They have to send it. But once that's done, you can go get your gun. You can go apply for a passport, apply for an apartment that you're trying to get, a particular job, whatever. Because then it's done, and then all the appropriate governmental agencies have record of it. So when they run their computer check, all their through the Justice Department, all the databases will have a copy of this order notifying the government that has been expunged. And then you're good to go. I'm going to put my Cash App in the bottom of this, in the footnotes on this particular video. And hey guys, if you like this video, just put a little money, or just do whatever, just contribute to this channel, because it takes a lot of time for me to stop doing what I'm doing to put this information out. So, it takes a lot of my day to be able to do this, to stop, think about what I'm going to do, and just all the things it takes just to put this video together, just the time it takes. So this way, it'll help out the channel. So, but I gotta have you guys subscribe. The biggest thing is to subscribe. Once you subscribe, I want you to like the video, and I want you to put some comments in there. And if there's a question that I'm not answering, put it in there, because I read my comments. I want you to know that. So if you put a comment in there, just know I'm going to read it. So, and just touch on something that I may not have touched on, and then the next time I'll try to make sure I put it in that video, and you'll know I'm talking to you when I put it in there. And sometimes I could actually respond back immediately to you, correspond back with you immediately to you. But it's just too many. It's just overwhelming. That's why I say it would really help out the channel with that Cash App, if you guys can do that too. So whatever is fine, and I'm grateful for whatever. But it just helps me be able to do these videos, because so many people out there need this, and they go on their whole life with these felonies on there, and not being able to do the things that any normal person would be able to do. I mean, just they've got their whole life on hold. Can't get passports, can't vote, can't buy a firearm, can't rent an apartment, can't get a good paying job because of that felony. And when you see how easy this is, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm going to break it down one more time, just to show you how simple it is. Petition to expunge. That's this form here. This is with the state of Virginia. Each state has their own little form. Okay. There's another form they give you, which is an instruction sheet, which tells you how to fill the form out. 2 forms, instruction sheet and the form itself that you have to attach. You need to get a copy of your paperwork for your case. You got to get a copy of your paperwork so you have the case number. It'll have all the pertinent information in it for the judge to be able to see. You want to attach that to one of these forms here, along with your referral letter, along with a copy of your state ID, I will put in there, and your check or money order, and you submit it with the courts. It's just that simple. And they'll tell you all the things they need for you to attach to the petition. They'll tell you everything they need. They'll just walk you right through it. But it's basically that simple. Expungement form, copy of your case paperwork behind it. Just get a copy of your case paperwork. Fill this form out, attach it to this. Referral letter, copy of your driver's license, attach all that together with a check and money order, and send it into the court in the state wherever that particular case was from. Submit it with the state, and all you do from that point is wait. Okay? So it's just that simple, but I know, you know, it's simple for me because I've done it. So if you've never done it, you're a little intimidated, you kind of know, well, what do I do? It's just that simple. And that's why I want you to subscribe, because I'll touch on stuff, reiterate on stuff as we go. And then if there's issues that you're having, you can put it in your comments, and then I'll try to address it as much as I can. So if there's something that you're missing or don't quite understand, I can help you with it. Now, remember, each state is different. So the paperwork just tweak a little different or so, but the basic overall concept is the same. And I've seen it where the filing fee was anywhere from $75 to $199 to $200. That's what you have to file. That's the fee that the courts charge. So you could literally clean up your felony record for as little as $75. Gather up paperwork, fill out one form, attach it, send it to the court, and wait. You don't need an attorney to do that. This is simpler than you think. It's just intimidating. They try to make this process intimidating so you don't do it. So you start looking somewhere else to try to get help. And then as soon as you try to get help and start looking somewhere else, they want to charge you. They want to charge you $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 to do an expungement, when you can do it yourself for $75. And if you stay tuned to this channel, I'm going to tell you exactly what I know about it and how I overcame all of those particular issues, because I'm just like you are. So, but I need you to subscribe. You got to subscribe and share this video with a friend. Send this to a friend of yours. Email it to them, whatever. Tell them, look at this channel, and I'm going to coach you guys through and tell you what I know about it. Now, I'm not an attorney, and it can't be misconstrued as legal advice. So I'm not trying to give you legal advice. I'm telling you what I've experienced and what I've done getting expungements and cleaning up my criminal record, and a couple friends of mine that I know, that I done, and they all went through, and everybody's doing what they normally do, and everybody's happy. None of the ones that I've been involved with, none of them was denied. So they all went through just like everybody anticipated. So, hey, I need you guys to like the video. I'm gonna cut it short. Hey, keep this channel going and keep me being able to come here and sit down and talk to you guys and answer some of your questions, and then come back and then kind of coach you through some of this stuff. Drop a few bucks in the Cash App to keep this channel going, and then we'll touch on other issues, bankruptcies and different things like that. Because there's things like that you don't need an attorney for that. You can do all that stuff yourself. So, and I'm going to share with you what I know about it and how to do it and everything else, because I can't physically do it for you, because I got a huge response, and a lot of people want me to do it for them, but I can't. You have to do it yourself, because I can't hire myself out like that. But I'm going to tell you how to do it, and it's so simple that you can do it. Do not be intimidated by it. Do not think for 1 minute you can't. All you have to do is get on that phone, call the clerk's office, get a copy of those forms you need, the expungement forms. Then get a copy of your case. Get a referral letter. Make a copy of your driver's license. Attach all that stuff together, and a couple other things that they may ask for on this particular form, which is a form telling you how to fill out the petition form. So it's just a checklist that you have to go through to make sure you got all the documents in there. That simple. So it's not no long drawn out thing. You don't have to type up some long crazy motion and submit it to the court, because they already have forms for it. Now, when I did mine, they didn't have this form. I had to take this verbiage and I had to handwrite it first, because I couldn't type at that time, like type on a typewriter, because back then they was using typewriters. Everyone using computers. and I had to have somebody physically type it out, but I wrote the verbiage out. But now you just got a simple form, so it's even simpler than that. So, hey guys, I need you to like the channel. I need you to subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? And remember, I'm just like you. And I need you guys to comment and tell me what you're thinking. Tell me if there's a question you're kind of unclear about. And just know that all states pretty much have this available. So you don't have to ask, is it available in this state if it's available in that state? Because 90% of all the states have the ability for somebody to be able to expunge or to clean up basically clean up their criminal record. Now, there's another thing besides an expungement. It's called a wobbler in the state of California, and I'm not certain if it's other places too. They use that verbiage, but it's called a wobbler. It's actually where you convert your felony to a misdemeanor, and the courts reserve the right to be able to convert a felony to a misdemeanor. They call those wobbler cases. So they'll actually take that felony and just convert it down to a misdemeanor. So they won't necessarily seal your record, but they'll clean that felony up. Same basic process though. Same basic process. So now expungement is when they seal your record. Now the wobbler is just when they convert the felony to a misdemeanor. Now you have to make sure probation and all that stuff is all satisfied, and make sure you paid all your fines. Those are your big requirements. And most states require that you don't have another felony since or have another felony. They just want one. I think most of them just require just do one. They may do two. I'm not certain, but I know that one. And then so if you got that one felony haunting you, you got to clean that up. And it's cost you. It's gonna be so cheap. And when you see it and when you do it, you're gonna be like, man, this stuff is this cheap. I've been going on all this time, all this long, and all I had to do is fill out these forms and ask the court, because all you're doing is asking the court to do this for you. The court don't know you want this stuff done. You have to ask the court, and you got to give them a reason to do it. You say, hey, I'm asking you to get rid of this felony. I've been a good person. I've been a law-abiding citizen ever since. I got a job. I'm working. Everything's good. Here's a character reference here, and he has no other reason but to grant it. There's no other reason they wouldn't, I couldn't see why they would, because you've satisfied everything. You've been on the straight and narrow. You haven't committed any other felonies since then. Yeah. So it's just that easy. But I'm going to cut it short because I don't want this too long, because if it's long, you start dragging out. So I'm going to cut it short. There'll be my Cash App information will be at the bottom of the description thing. And put some comments, subscribe. You got to subscribe. That's what's important. So when I put another video, you're going to know about it. And then we'll touch on whatever the questions you may have about it. And I can't get to every question, everything, but I'll try to touch on it because I know you guys are curious and want to know. But man, I'm telling you, do not let this pass, man. You got to do this. This is your time to clean your criminal record up. Not next year, not 6 months from now. You start now, and in 6 months, you could have your thing all cleared up. It's just that simple. It just depends on how quick the court goes. So if you start now, by summertime of next year, you can be walking around with no felony on your criminal record and just doing all the things you've been wanting to do that felony been holding you back. It's just that simple. You got to do it. You got to do it. Don't let nobody stop you. You got to do it, man. I'm telling you, because it took everything for me to get up off my butt and just go do it. And I didn't have it this easy like it is now, because this was 25, 30 years ago when I did mine. So it's even easier now. So join, subscribe to your channel, like my channel, put some comments in the bottom. Let me know what I ain't touching on, what you're curious about. And let's keep this channel going, and put a little something in the Cash App if you can. I appreciate whatever you can. And if you can't, I understand that too. So I'm one of y'all. I'm just like you. So I'm with you. So I can coach you through this stuff as much as I can. I'll tell you as much as I know about it. And I'm right here with you, rooting for you. All right. Talk to you later. Keep the G.